Okay, here's section E. Now that's up the neck, and you wouldn't know that unless you kind of looked at the numbers and it says 3, 2, 1 again, and it's starting with such very, very high notes. Very difficult to read because I'm playing notes higher on lower strings. So it's best for you to just kind of see where I place my fingers, and you'll see the fingering. It's 2, 3rd string, 9th fret, 2. And then your first finger is going to go on 2nd string, 8th fret. You're still going to play that pattern with P-I-M. So that part's easy. And you're going to start off with this configuration. Now again, I think of these as chords. This isn't part of an E minor chord. And if you kind of consider that this is your basis here, then anything that you add to it is just being added to this chord. So the basis is this. 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st. Now what I'm going to add to it is, in between, I'm going to put my 4th finger on the 11th fret of the 3rd string. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 2. And that's what that sounds like. See, that note on the lower string is actually higher than the high E string. And the pattern does this, because it's in threes. So it's first chord, 2, 1, add 4, go back to 2 and 1. That's one measure. When you repeat it, it does the same thing again, so it sounds like this. A lot of times when I have people do this, they confuse it and they do this. Which is something that I've done when I'm improvising too. I make it sound a little bit different by just doing it in 2s. But it really does this. Okay. Then the next chord that you have to produce, and very interesting, you have to shift your fingers. First finger goes to the 3rd string, 7th fret. First finger does. 2nd finger goes to the 2nd string, 7th fret, like this. So that's kind of your basic chord. But now you're going to have your pinky, because that's the only configuration you can do so that you can have an open E. I guess you can do this. Same thing, but this is, I think for the majority of players, it's going to be easier to do 2, 1. And you're going to go back and forth between your 4th finger again, but this time from the 7th fret to the 9th fret and back. 7th fret, pinky goes to the 9th, back to the 7th. That's all it is. Then you're going to take those 2 fingers, move them down in pitch to the 5th fret. Just move from here, 7th fret, to the 5th fret. You can do the same thing with your 4th finger. You're going to go 3 frets higher to now the 7th fret from the 5th. You're going to move that down to the 4th fret. And you're going to only use your 3rd finger now, 1st to 3rd, and the 3rd finger is going to be on the 5th fret, 4 to 5. So for me, I like to think of the chords. Here's the first chord, 2 and 1, up on the 9th fret and the 8th. Next chord, 1st finger and 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string and 2nd. Then, it's a little bit out of tune. And then the 5th fret, finally to the 4th fret. And the 4th finger is always going back and forth at least 2 frets until the last one where the 3rd finger is being played instead. So you have this. Shift. Shift. sounds very dissonant, but when it's quicker, what you really hear is just the so, but you have to practice it slow so your fingers can get to, you know, where they need to go, and that they know how to get there before you try to play it quicker. Now there's only one other little section, and now I have to move over to the next page, which is the music that I've already played, some of it already. And I'm doing just the very end. It's measures 3:14 and 3:15. So let's assume you've already done this. And that happens twice. Now you're in this position here. With this? That's your last thing that you did. I'm going to change the fingering from the book. The book has 3/4, puts you here, but I think it's better for you to just stay right here. 2 and 1. So you play those 3 notes. Then you're going to move to second finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, first finger, 1st string, 1st fret. Looks like this. See what that looks like? So now you've done this. And then the next one, really easy. Open. Open, 3rd string and 2nd string and 1st. Then next chord looks like this. 3rd finger, 4th string, 4th fret. 1st finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. 4th finger, 2nd string, 4th fret. And you move your right hand now to the 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd. Next chord, 2nd finger goes to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the rest are open. 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd. Final chord, 1st finger goes 1st fret of the 4th string. 3rd finger, this is better than using a 2nd finger. That fingering in the book is correct. I want you to put that on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then open B, open 2nd string. So the last bit of chords, starting on measure 5:15, are all on 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd. Looks like this. So from here, the beginning, where you had 1 and 2, you're going to go 1 and 2, 2 and 1, open, all those on 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, and then shift to 4th, 2nd, and 3rd, or 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. When you're done with that, you're at a place in the music that says DS al coda. That means to the sign, segno, until you hit a coda, which looks like a sort of a target sign. The segno, everybody, is on the top of page 17. That means you're going to start all over again and play that music that you've just practiced. So I'm going to go over this last part here of section E. It's kind of like a tail end of it. You've just done all of this of E. Twice. Now you're going to end up here, and you're going to end it by doing this. So there's a lot of chords. You've got a chord on every beat. So E sounds like when you go kind of quick, because it's interesting to hear what this sounds like. When it's faster, you'll hear how it all lies out. Repeat. Then you're starting all over again. I didn't mean to, play it. Well, I did mean to play it fast like that, just to give you an idea of where all that is going and what that sounds like when you initially have to play it like this. Okay, the last bit is going to be what I'm calling the coda, and I'm going to do that on a new video.